Listen, we're going to be going over how to do live virtual events. Now, I have a virtual event coming up December 1st. That's this Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific. And you definitely want to be there if you're a super nerd, if you're an automated marketer, digital marketer, any type of marketing. Now, this is not Zoom. I'm using real conference software. This is where your friends are, the people you know, the people that run automated services like Go High Level, Keep, Active Campaign, ClickFunnels, lead pages, all these different technologies. And you can interact with each other as long as you want. You can go in private rooms. We have sponsors, we have booths. Go to automatedmarketingsummit.com, automatedmarketingsummit.com. Sign up now. This is probably the last one we're going to do for free. So you're definitely going to want to get in there. We got a lot of people signed up. Over 100 people are in there already. And it's just going to be a good time for all. We're going to have our good friend Shark speaking about how to convert cold leads. And then we're going to have our friends Adrian Savage and Evan Samarin. They are going to teach us how to get in the inbox in 2024. Now, this is a game changer because it's always hard to get in the inbox. It always has been. They've always made it more difficult and more difficult and more difficult. And with all the things going on today, it's even, if it's not set up correctly, you're just going to go in the spam filter, right? Now, when I first started doing this, they didn't even have a spam folder, right? That came out later. So we're going to go into this. Now, what I'm going to be talking about are virtual events. Now, again, putting on a virtual event is not an easy task. Getting the butts and seats is the hardest part of the event. Finding quality speakers is tough at times, and having people promote your event. The sponsors are really difficult. Like everything, it just seems easy. You know, it's like it seems like it's having a birthday party. Hey, we're going to have cake. Everyone come over. Now, anyone that knows me knows that I had these huge parties when I was a kid. I mean, huge. There'd be 1,000 kids. It was ridiculous. I'd have cars going a quarter mile both ways from my house. People on my lawn, my neighbors' lawns, 2 helicopters, cop helicopters, 5 cop cars, right? Crazy stuff. I didn't know that I was a marketer back then. But now with these events that we're doing now, I have the Automated Marketing Summit coming up, which is going to be a blast. It's this Friday, December 1st at 10 a.m. Pacific. So go to automatedmarketingsummit.com to sign that up. And then I also have nextlevelsalescoaching.com, where I'm going to be talking about converting your cold leads, your unsubscribes, and your unengaged. How do you re-engage with your unengaged, right? There's a way to do it. It requires picking up one of these. It's called a phone. Okay. So there's going to be that. Also, since I'm doing events, I'm in a coaching program right now. It's about doing events. So we're going to talk about the future of virtual events. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people, listen, I go to a lot of events. I go to live events, and there's always that one person. Every single time I go to a live event, there's that person. Well, I don't really like virtual events. I like to be able to shake their hand and look in their eye, feel that warm handshake and have that interaction. I'm like, yeah, because you're at a live event. So of course you're going to say that. But I'll tell you what, I have talked with people on the phone. One guy was in the Midwest, and he's like, Shone, listen, I have stuff I got to do out here. And here's another thing. I don't want to travel. I don't want to rent a hotel room for $250 or $300 a night for 3 nights, right? I don't want to have to rent a car. I don't want to eat that food. Why should I do all that when I can just click a button? With a virtual event, you just can click a button and have almost the same experience, if not better. Here's another thing about virtual events. With my virtual event software that I'm using, that software, you can put together your own profile, your LinkedIn, your social media links, your LinkedIn. So if someone is talking with you in the rooms and they don't even know you, they can click on your profile and they can click out to a new tab to your LinkedIn and send you a friend request or whatever. It's a LinkedIn ad, right? Add me as a connection in LinkedIn without you even knowing it, right? Now, if we're talking with each other one-on-one, I could say, hey, I'm going to connect with your LinkedIn. Go ahead and connect with me now or connect with me later. You can also schedule appointments to talk later on. But here's the deal. With my live events, they're only 3 hours right now. Our first one was 2 hours and it was knocked it out of the ballpark. Everyone that showed up, one person that wasn't really a fit, he was more like a fitness coach. He's probably looking there to poach some people, which is fine. He didn't last the entire time, but everyone else stayed the entire time because, again, this is for super nerds. And I really hope my audio is going out. Sometimes I forget to push the button. These microphones are super expensive, but you got to push a button, which is kind of a bummer. Okay, so that's the one thing about a virtual event. Planning and designing it. I have a book that I wrote. What is it called? I can't remember. I wrote 3 books in 3 days. A lot of Red Bulls. How to command your next virtual event. Strategies for seamless online conferences. Right? So that's the name of the book. I don't know where you can download it. I don't know if I put it out there yet. But the thing is, putting together the event. These are the challenges I had. First of all, finding a good speaker. There are people that are speakers out there, and then there's people that want to be speakers, and then there's people that are corporate speakers. A lot of the corporate speakers, they're not real, like they don't really know what they're going to be talking about. They have a job, and at their job where they get a paycheck, the company's going to say, this is what you're going to talk about, but they're never really developing their own content. They might develop their own content for the company, but when I ask them, hey, I want you to speak at my event, they're like, well, what am I going to speak about? I'm like, I don't know, man. You just told me you're a speaker, right? Then you got other people that are newbie speakers, and they may stutter, utter, or mutter. And then you have the speakers, the professional speakers that will help you promote your event. One of the other challenges that I personally have with my event is getting the people that are trainers. My good friend Paul Sokol, he is a partner in this, and he promotes bands, and he's like, hey, I can't even get, when a band is playing, let's say at the House of Blues, he can't even get the band to promote to their Facebook that they're playing at the House of Blues. Like, you want people to know, but a lot of bands, they're not business minded, they're not marketing minded, they're not promotion minded. They're like, I play guitar, I'm a singer, I'm a drummer, I'm a bass player, I play trombone, whatever you do. And their mindset is, well, we hired a promoter, so you would do it. And it's like, yeah, but if you promote your own band to your social media, there's people waiting to see you play, right? There's people waiting to come to our event, Automated Marketing Summit, right? But sometimes it's hard to get the speakers to promote you. For some reason, they won't. And as we move forward, we're going to be charging for the speakers, for the trainers, for the booths, and for the sponsors. And the thing is, that's when we really get the quality people that are going to want to promote us because they want to be successful. Like, for them, it's not just like, oh, well, it's free. And, so that's another thing when it comes to having events, is to really get the quality people. Now, I've got quality people at this event. It's just I'm not charging right now. Okay, so then the other thing is going to be, what you're looking to achieve through the event. And it says, is it brand exposure, lead generation, knowledge sharing, or a combination of these goals? So it's really going to be, what do you plan to achieve? So my coach, her name's Suzanne Evans. She's awesome. She's probably, I've done a lot of research on a lot of coaches. She's one of the best coaches I've ever had, and I've spent a lot of money on coaching. And I went behind the scenes with her to watch how she fills her rooms. And there's a lot of work. There's a lot of weekend work. There's a lot of night work. There's a lot of interacting with people work. It's a lot of teamwork. And what you're planning to achieve at the bottom line, what do you expect to what's the outcome through the event? My one-on-one events, next level sales coaching, are going to be a lot more lucrative for me than my online Automated Marketing Summit and business broker investment, business investment broker.com. I don't know. I can't remember. businessinvestorconference.com. We're not doing that yet. That's coming up. But what I expect to achieve with those is just the relationships that come with it. A lot of people are going to be doing deals without me. A lot of the super nerds in there, they're going to be partnering with people. I'm not going to know about it. They're going to be making money. They're going to be converting clients. They're going to find people in there that want to buy their SaaS, or they might want to buy a SaaS while they're there because it's a super nerd. It's kind of like Comic-Con online for super nerdy automation experts. That's what we're going for, is the super nerdy people. So my objective there is relationships. With the other thing is for people to become my clients and get my mastermind groups. So we're right about at 15 minutes right now, but I just wanted to check in with you guys. We're going to be going over events, how to get butts and seats, the differences between online and offline, brick and mortar, click and order, all that stuff. I have some good friends out there that are having events locally, and there is a big need out here, and people just aren't hitting it. I plan on filling that space. So I would love to work with the people that are doing this. I've reached out to them. They've kind of like put me on the wayside. And I said, okay, I don't want to be a competitor, but there is no competition because there's more, there's more than enough for everybody. There's an abundance for everyone out there to have events, even you. All right. So just a few tips from your Uncle Sean. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week at around 8 a.m. on a Monday. Have a great day.